This is Watch Your Style. Today's video is going to be on the Patek Philippe reference number 5990 1A-001. When it comes to the Patek Philippe Nautiluses, there's a lot of different ones for every type of taste. I, for one, do respect the beauty of the 5711 with how simple it is and all that. But with my experience, I've worn one before and I just honestly have completely hated the watch. It just felt so, I don't know, maybe just too simple and basic for me. Especially one with the white dial. I actually wore it one time for about 24 hours, and when I took it off my wrist, I almost just threw it in the garbage, Not really, but figuratively. So when you get into the more complicated models, okay, that include also the 5726, the 5980 is when I really start to like them. The first thing you want to notice about all the Patek Nautilus models is they're not very large. So for me, profile is important. And the 5980 is the first model that starts to get a bit more of that thickness in the case, so that helps the watch look a little bit bigger. Then they introduced the new 5990. So the 5990 is pretty much just the 5980 on steroids. It has another complication which will add a GMT dual time zone, pretty much. So it's a travel time and a chronograph. So it has both those options. And I can't say that I like it better than the 5980 because personally the 5980 for me is a Grail watch, both on a strap, on all gold, or in the steel version. But the 5990 is a really good looking watch. It's something that I have already looked at several times. I've taken some time to analyze it before doing the video. But I would say that for the Patek Philippe Chronos, it's one of my favorite ones. So some of the instant features that you realize about this watch is that it has two registers instead of one, which the 5980 Chrono has just one register on the bottom. Another thing you'll notice, it has a hand for a second time zone. Now that's the only thing that I would want to, the only bone that I would have to pick. And it's that on one hand, it's very useful, easy to instantly push one of these side buttons. Now, the Nautilus always has that classic bump on the side of the case, but in the 5990, that actually is a button. And when you push this button, it actually jumps the hour hand for wherever the time zone of where you are. Now, the one thing I don't like about it, although it's very easy to change, I also feel like it's really easy for it to change on your wrist. Like, it's so easy to push it and change it that what says you can't just accidentally bump into it and change the hour? Obviously we have phones nowadays, so it's not like we wouldn't be able to keep track of time. But I don't know, I just kind of feel like that's one of these things that it's not exactly the most solid design. Aesthetically, it looks amazing because you can't even tell there's a button here. But for as far as functionality goes, I don't know. I think it's a little bit too easy to change. And I know this sounds kind of weird, but my gold standard that I like to compare any watch pusher is with that of the Daytona. I feel like the Rolex Daytona pusher is the most solid pusher that you can push. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Some are very silky smooth, but the Daytona kind of feels like, I don't know, like quality. This, on the other hand, I'm not really in true Patek form. It's like you push it and it's like you didn't push anything. But like I said, I would have liked for it to have a little bit more of a click to prevent you from changing it by mistake, okay? But other than that, the watch is amazing. Like any other Nautilus bracelet, when you put it on your hand, it feels like nothing. It feels like you're wearing nothing. And if you've never had worn a Nautilus on a bracelet, it's the most comfortable bracelet you'll ever wear. It feels like silk. I swear to God it does. The gray charcoal colored dial for me is a great touch. I like it. It has two window openings for for the local time and wherever second time zone you're trying to keep an eye on. It's modeled after the 5164 Aquanaut, which was kind of like the first watch that came out with this complication. Has a retail of $57,300. So definitely this is not for the little league player. This is kind of, when you're getting into steel watches, this is a big league steel watch, you know. Takes a lot of commitment and knowledge in the watch game to spend over $50,000 or to spend over $35,000 on a stainless steel chrono. But nevertheless, the Patek Philippe Nautilus travel time chrono for me is a win. So as far as the watch game goes, you know, any Patek Philippe Nautilus is an obvious contender in the watch game. This particular model for me is the most expensive one right now in stainless steel. So it definitely is, you know, it's definitely a show-off piece. The crazy thing about this watch is that it's a watch that you're spending over 50 on, and I guarantee you no one will notice. This is not the type of piece, if you're trying to be flashy and impress women, a lot of them won't even notice what you have on. It's just that type of piece. This is like the stealth bomber in stainless steel chronos. You could probably pick one up in the pre-owned market anywhere from 54 to 52. There's not a lot of them around. This whole new craze of people putting the diamonds on these watches has caused a major drought in the market. They didn't make enough already to begin with. And now that whole craze has caused a whole surge in demand and a shortage in supply. So feel free to comment on this video how you feel about the Patek 5990. And if you're looking to purchase a watch, contact me at Eric, E-R-I-C, at crmjewelers.com. And if you like this video, please like and share. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel. My name is Eric. Watch your style.